IVM.
Hey guys, even though Elon Musk is trying to turn everyone into robots, you'll be happy to know that very real human beings work at IVM Podcast, and some of them are even cool. How do I know? Well, listen to their own podcast, IVM Likes, where they recommend what they are listening to, watching, or reading. Catch IVM Likes every Monday on iTunes, Stitcher, or anywhere you listen to podcasts. And may I recommend the IVM Podcasts app.
Hello and welcome to the Geek Bulletin, where we discuss the sort of stuff you'd find in newspapers, like news, and the sort of stuff you'd find in papers, like not news.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. I kind of ran out. I'm out, man. You thought I had an infinite supply of these things?
Of course, that's the whole point. It's like Google Doodle or some shit, man. Come on.
Okay, wait. Let me try this again.
Oh,
all right.
No, don't make it worse.
The nerd world is a delectable dish served up to you at a restaurant every day.
Okay.
And it's perfect. But sometimes you need a little salt, a little pepper. Similarly...
What?
I feel like if you throw a similarly in there, I've already lost it.
No, you can't do a simile.
I know.
What? Yeah.
I'm similizing, but similarly,
Okay.
the nerd world serves up delicious content for us to consume.
Well, this is the
And
only way you're
around
going
this
to keep it
content,
fresh.
you need a little news and a little not news. Hence the bulletin.
This is the only way you can do it. If it's just so random, that's the only way.
Maybe I should. Okay, wait.
No.
Okay, wait. No. I'm giving you a new one.
Stop it.
All right.
Burn it now.
Much like a cowboy who sheathes his gun without ever firing, let's talk Bulletin.
Okay.
Yeah?
I mean, I
Cuckoo?
thought it'll do, but I always
Oh
thought
wait, no, I
the
usually
pun
do
has to
this
be
around news and not news. Oh, okay, cool,
It's fine. Just, you know what? It's okay. It's all right.
Someone is...
Oh my God. I think this is the bulletin.
Someone
week.
commits a crime
Yeah.
and they're hanged.
Yes.
And another guy commits a crime and they're killed by firing squad. What is this? News and not news? Welcome to the Geek Bulletin.
Okay, you got there.
I guess.
Yeah, you tried
Are we saying this is acceptable?
Yeah. I mean, after the previous three, anything would do. It's fine.
I thought we hit a new low, but then we figured out there was an elevator.
Or not
There's
new
a
low.
basement to this thing.
Oh, God.
Okay, cool. Let me talk to you about something that's been on my mind, Tejas.
Which is what, Dinkar?
Which is that Zemo and Sharon Carter will be on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Interesting,
I like it.
huh?
I like it.
What are they possibly doing here? We still don't know a lot about this, right?
You know, I just hope that they go to the UAE for this show.
Why the UAE?
Because the national bird is the falcon, yo.
Of course.
It's cool, right?
Aren't Falcons really cool? And also, they seem really calm.
Also, was Anthony Mackie born after 1983?
Why? What is 1983?
Then he would have been a millennial falcon.
Oh my God! Is 83 the cutoff? I didn't realize. I thought it was it's in the 80s.
Yeah,
he
somewhere
is
in
millennial. I'm sure he must
He's not.
be. Well, he can't be more than 30.
Dude,
right?
he's like 40 something, man.
Anthony Mackie's 40.
We're gonna solve this right now.
Look it up.
You can talk about something while I do this.
I wonder how. Well, clearly, if they're bringing in Zemo and
Yo, he's 40 on the dot. 1978.
no way.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that dude is 40.
Yeah, he's a young
He
dude.
looks like he just got out of college.
Man, that's the other thing though. Like, even like, I keep saying this, like Paul Rudd. Literally only 3 years
But
younger
Paul
than
Rudd,
RDJ.
when he was like Paul Rudd in...
He's a baby face.
He's a baby face. He's more of an ageless face. Because I
Like
don't
a
think
Keanu?
he looked very... Yeah, like a Keanu. Keanu never looked particularly... I mean, he looked really young in Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
But Paul Rudd in, say, Clueless, for example, looked very young to you?
Yeah.
He wasn't Clueless, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, of course.
It's one of my faves.
It's the
up
greatest.
there.
Yeah.
We gotta do a rom-com episode at some point.
Please sign me up. That's my entire life. But
Yeah.
Paul Rudd didn't look like a youngish kid in Clueless. He looked like a guy in his 20s at that point. Now he looks like a guy who's 30.
You know, he looks like he's in his 40s.
Yeah, you think now?
Yeah, I mean,
have
like,
you ever
with some-
taken the world famous Vulture's Paul Rudd? Guess which Paul Rudd is younger, Quiz?
There's a Jared Leto version of it as well.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, I can
Yeah.
see that. But the Paul Rudd one,
Yeah.
I've played. Genuinely got it wrong.
Man, here's the thing. With Jared Leto, he's had a beard like on and off throughout his life. And sometimes he's had a beard when he was younger
Yeah.
than when he was clean shaven like a little later on. So you automatically assume that okay, beard face, old face.
Yeah.
But no. He's just
Really?
he's like a...
The same thing with the
he's
Paul
a
Rudd
vampire.
one.
It's-
Like, you'd base it... I tried to base it in a lot of cases on hairstyles, and I was like, oh, this is a very 90s sort of look.
no,
Apparently
he's been
not.
consistent.
Yeah,
with
he's been
like
pretty consistent.
a general look.
Yeah.
Though, perfectly to note, Jared Leto's playing Michael Morbius in Sony's upcoming
Really?
Morbius.
Interesting.
Yeah, and who's a
What
vampire.
is Jared Leto doing?
Yeah, he's
in
doing
life?
this. Yeah, Sony, it's in their
Is he
Spider-Verse.
still doing jokery things?
Well, I mean, I think all the conversation has moved on to Joaquin Phoenix, so I don't think that there's much Joker talk.
But that's not really the same universe,
But
is
there
it?
is a Suicide Squad 2 and a Birds of Prey, but I doubt he's
Man,
making
did you know
appearance.
Mark Maron is in the Joker?
Yeah, I heard
That's
about
pretty cool.
that.
I think Mark Maron is an underrated actor. He's really good in
What
Glow.
have I seen in
Glow.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that.
The Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling.
Right.
It's a Netflix show. It's
Yeah.
really good. I
With
highly
Alison Brie
enjoyed
and all. Yeah, I've not
With
seen
Alison
it yet.
Brie and
Yeah.
a bunch of other people.
Yeah, not seen it yet.
It's pretty good.
Great.
All right, that was a piece of news.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to another piece of news. It's more casting news.
Hey, we didn't talk about Sharon Carter and Zemo. Man, a lot of people have responded to this thing saying, oh, worst villain, why you bring him back? Dude, he's one of the most underrated villains, man. He split the Avengers up.
Yeah, I don't think
Successfully.
he's the worst villain. I feel like he didn't have much of a villainous role in that movie. He was a catalyst.
Dude, he was one of the most understated guys, and that's why he was
Correct.
successful.
I highly enjoy that. And
Oh,
I
he was
think his
great.
motivations were also very compelling.
I love
I just
Daniel
mean in the
Brühl.
context of Civil War, he was...
Not a major player in the game.
It wasn't
I
like
mean,
he was the
is.
ultimate evil.
The ultimate evil
He's a
was
very important
inside themselves
catalyst.
all along.
Yeah, exactly. He's a very important catalyst.
Yeah.
He's not the key to the movie. So I think there's a lot of potential with him.
But
he's
I
not the
would-
Red Skull of the piece.
He is not the red. But having said that, I mean, he does divide the Avengers, which then leads them to Infinity War,
Correct.
like the fates of
Catalysts are very important. He
Correct.
catalyzed.
He catalyzed.
But he wasn't a part of
It was
the
amazing.
chemical reaction.
What do you think his arc might be, man? Like now that he's, I mean,
don't
now
know.
that they
I
successfully
really don't know
avoided
what
the
to
events of
expect
it.
from this
Well,
series, man.
he must go like, okay, Tony's dead. Cool.
I really wonder how the MCU directly entering TV.
I'm very curious
the TV
about this.
format
Because I was
is
reading,
going to work.
Yeah, I was reading Kevin Feige's EMA, and somebody asked him, how close are the movies and the new D Plus series
Apparently,
going to
it's
be?
the same. It's one thread,
He's like, it's one continuous thing.
which seems really tough, right?
Tell me something now.
Theoretically, the Netflix shows were a part of the universe, but
only
then-
name.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it.
Only in name, really. It
'Cause
was
otherwise,
a very different.
How difficult would it have been for them to show up in that Infinity War, in the climax?
Exactly, they're
battle?
essentially spin-offs in a way.
Yeah.
Similarly, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is basically a spin-off.
By the way, also, did you hear about this? And I can't believe we're talking about this without Jashnu.
Alright.
But in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I was just reading an article about the showrunners, and because they had no idea how Endgame was going to turn out, and this whole 5-year gap thing. Sorry, spoilers for Endgame.
Yeah, it's fine.
This whole thing, they were just like, we're just ignoring the events of Endgame.
Really?
Which is so weird.
I didn't know that.
Which is so weird.
So
They're telling
that
the
is
story.
immediately makes clear how disconnected these are, right? The showrunners of Agents of
Had no
S.H.I.E.L.D., which
idea.
is canon, had no idea how
But
Endgame was
then
going to end.
how else were they going to protect that secret? Literally, there were 3 people who had seen
Yeah.
that, or 4 people. The
Oh, no,
directors,
I'm
Kevin
not
Feige,
questioning
and
the fact that,
RDJ,
sure, you
yeah.
want to take the call of not involving the showrunners, that's fine. What I mean is, how will it work going forward? It's
don't know. And so they're telling the
it's a
story
level of
before
coordination that I can't imagine.
I think in their next season they might address it if they have one, and invariably they might. They've just been going on and on. So, so I think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is that. There's a Jessica Jones season's coming out, which is, again, this is going to ignore these events most probably, in all probability.
Yeah.
But the D Plus series, here's the thing: they have these 4-5 major players, right? They have Spider-Man, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, right? These are arguably the people who are going to lead the next set of Avengers films or whatever. So, but since these guys are they like demoted? Like, or are we going to see Captain America as the Falcon Cap kind of take his place and lead the Avengers, or not even lead the
That
Avengers, but
was
like
the other thing I wondered when
Yeah.
the show was announced. Why is he the Falcon still?
maybe I thought that maybe they just
Okay,
don't
so
want to
this is
reveal
a-
the title of the show, so they just
Alright.
call it the Falcon. But they're sticking with that name. Which,
Actually, and if Zemo is involved, then this has to be a prequel, right?
no, he's not dead.
Didn't he die?
No, Black
again?
Panther stops him, right? He says,
Oh, yeah,
he
of
says
course,
like,
obviously.
the living still have work to do with, which is
Correct.
great, right? So they kind of tie that end off. But
So it's
here's
not
the
a
thing.
prequel.
It's not a prequel. It has to kind of go forward. And in fact, I always thought that if they're going to retain that title, it means we're going to see, obviously, how Bucky is dealing with life after Cap, and how Falcon is coming to grips with being the new Cap. That's probably why he's not taken on the title completely. And maybe by the end of the show, we'll see like him really embrace that role. But does that mean at the end of that show, does he come back to the Avengers being Cap? Like he's already an Avenger, so
Also,
we can't not have him in the films.
The other question is, what sort of format is this going to be? I guess it will essentially be limited series, right? Not
100%.
season-style television.
I think we'll get maybe, or maybe you don't know, man. Maybe we'll get 6 episodes.
Like, one of the key things about the television model is it's sort of the core premise is usually in stasis or it resets slightly because you want multiple seasons.
Correct.
This wouldn't be a season-based model, I guess.
But I think if they're making a new Avengers film and they know that Cap is going to be, and by that I mean Sam, right? So he's going to be in that film. All they have to do in the show is now lead him from his point at Endgame to that film. So that's what the show's role is going to be. And I think they'll be very closely tied because now it's not like Netflix involved, it's not ABC involved, it's just Disney.
Yeah.
So I think they will have a much tighter reign. In fact, I'm pretty sure we'll see, I mean, if Vision and Wanda, these are all like main characters. Like, I'm sure Wanda is going to be part of
Also, that show is called WandaVision.
which is cool.
I thought it was just what we were calling it until we knew the actual name of the show.
But I feel like
that's the name of the show.
I think it's going to be some kind of 50s kind of
That'll be really
thing.
cool.
Yeah.
Like that, there is an arc in the comic books with the Visions.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
I forget how it goes exactly. It gets really dark, but it starts out in this very like Vision is a sitcom
It's
family.
yeah, exactly. So I think they're going to take a page out of that. Though I'm kind of... I mean, if they're getting the X-Men involved and stuff in the next phase, not next one, the next
that's
one.
a while away, I believe.
I mean, like, come on, what an opportunity to do like House of M, arguably my favorite like X-Men storyline or something. You know, it's like that's really, really good. Dark Phoenix has nothing on that, I think.
Yeah.
This is my...
I guess the thing is they'll have to close out the current X-Men and then figure out how to fold them into this one. So it's a...
Oh, they're going to go through a recast.
It's a possibility, but it's a while away, I guess.
Yeah.
And we're going to find out about these shows pretty soon.
I'd say kind of stay off the X-Men for a bit. Maybe Fantastic Four. Yeah.
Of the Fantastic Four. Yeah. Those guys
100%.
deserve a reboot.
They really do. All right. Cool. Any other news? We basically talked about one thing.
We just talked about the one thing?
Yep.
I'll throw another thing at you.
Hit me.
Have you seen the trailer for the new Godzilla? King of Monsters.
You know what's so annoying?
The trailers at this point. Yeah,
I am
annoying?
so annoyed that they have released this 5.5 minute cut, which has been playing at PVR and stuff, man.
I haven't seen that. I just
ignored it.
A trailer, essentially.
I went for Detective Pikachu and they just had this 5 hours.
So it's like an excerpt from the movie?
It literally is like a huge scene. And it's like one of the best scenes from what I tried to ignore it because I really want to watch it nicely. And oh, God, it was frustrating. But yeah, I've seen the trailers. Yes.
I mean, really all I wanted to say is the new Godzilla.
Yeah.
It's fine, whatever.
Love it. Sorry.
As in, like, it's good.
Yeah.
It didn't, I still kind of have a soft spot for the old one. And by that I mean, like, our Godzilla.
1999, yeah, of course. If you don't have a Jamiroquai soundtrack,
I know.
what have you even doing?
Do you think Jamiroquai's, what's his name, JK, his headgear is meant to emulate a Godzilla?
It was actually supposed to be like something Native American.
It's a Native American thing, of course.
But like, it would be cool. He's been making modifications like with every album. Now, for the last one,
like
Automaton,
love that album.
Super album.
So underrated.
Very, very good. And he's got like a cool like LED one
I
now.
know, that's the coolest freaking thing.
Amazing.
And if you watch the video, the movements of the mask, the sounds it makes are a part of the song.
So cool.
It's amazing.
Like, they just played in Dubai.
What a banger of a song.
I wish I went and saw
How did we get onto this? What I mean is, Kong Skull Island, on my way over here, I had just watched the trailer and I was thinking about Kong Skull Island and I was like, wait, who was the monster in that movie?
the skull.
The skull. That's how forgettable of a movie it was. It was fine.
You know, it's so forgettable because I was saying that, we haven't seen it. I was telling my flatmates. He's like, we totally saw it like a year ago. And we watched it together. And I was just like, wait, what happens in that movie?
Man, I kind of feel the same about Godzilla. I think
Adrian Brody's in that film? Is he? No, he's in the original King
That's
Kong.
Tom Hiddleston.
Oh, shit.
See?
Yes, yeah. And Brie Larson, right.
And Brie Larson.
Yeah.
Also, again, Tom Hiddleston, Brie Larson, Samuel L. Jackson. It's essentially a Marvel spin-off.
Yeah, pretty much.
But also, they're also
if
okay.
Brie Larson's in a movie, Samuel L. Jackson's gonna be in it. Like she's done like 3 movies.
They're
with him
best
now.
friends now.
This movie which I saw on Netflix called Unicorn Store.
Island, yeah, which she directed. Oh,
yeah.
Unicorn Store, sorry, yeah.
Well, it was whimsical AF.
It looks nice, yeah. It looks like a very indie...
it was super indie,
yeah.
but nice. I dug it.
That's cool. What I mean is, I feel the same thing about the Godzilla that's a part of this universe.
So what universe is this part of, by the way?
Huh?
What universe is this part of?
Isn't this Godzilla, Kong Skull Island coming together for the Universal Monster franchise?
I thought that was dead in the water.
Oh wait, yeah, that's the Universal Dark Universe.
Dark Universe.
So what is this? Who makes these?
I have no idea.
It's definitely a part of Kong Skull Island because the entire post-credit stinger for Kong was discovering evidence of Mothra.
Correct, you're
correctly.
right. And now here's the thing: there was a Gareth Edwards directed Godzilla film.
Yes,
which is this.
I
is the
thought that was part
to.
of this.
So this is the sequel to that.
Correct.
But in no way are they distinguishable as like, or they're very distinguishable as independent films because none of the cast are back for this. So in the first one they had Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. They had both those actors, and they also had Bryan Cranston and a bunch of people. Obviously, I mean, spoilers, Bryan Cranston dies in that. But there's no spillover of any cast. So there's really no time. In fact, Godzilla even looks like he's gotten like a redesign or something. Yeah. So what is the point?
Okay, here's what I'm saying.
They didn't, they were not even
recognize
courageous
all
enough
these issues
to put a 2 in front of Godzilla. They just call it Godzilla,
King of Monsters. Here's my thing. Kong, fine. Godzilla, fine. Does the universe story make sense? Fine. I don't care. I want to see monsters punch each other, man.
That's what's happening in this
monsters
5.5 minute like
no way. You saw monsters punching?
Godzilla is like having a bout with the Hydra looking guy.
Who's the Hydra looking
the
guy?
Mothra. Well, whatever is goddamn name.
Okay, Mothra's the giant
multiple-headed.
Ghidorah, if I remember correctly.
That's it. Ghidorah the Explorer.
Ghidorah is, right? Yeah, Ghidorah the Explorer. Man, I want to see this. I want to see a giant Ghidorah punch a giant fucking Godzilla, and then the Godzilla's on our side now.
Godzilla's got some upgrades as well. He can shoot like fucking shit out of his mouth.
Oh shit! I'm into it.
Haven't you seen the trailer? That first trailer where he looks at the sky? Yeah, he looks at the sky, and this blue flame, like light sonic beam, comes out of it, and this also in the trailer hits this amazing.
Isn't that also a poster?
It's just like, and it's just brilliant.
I am a sucker for giant monsters punching things movies.
Me too. Yeah, I love it.
It's the Jurassic Park in me.
Have you seen that weird film with Jason Sudeikis and Colossal?
Man,
so good.
What a cool movie.
Brilliant.
Again, like such a cool take on it.
Love that. So weird.
So I'm
and
fine
offbeat.
with this movie being whatever. Just give me some good monsters punching monsters, man.
That's all we want.
Did
you watch Detective Pikachu?
No.
Okay.
Does monsters punch monsters?
Monsters do punch monsters in that.
Is they big?
Hmm?
Is they big? I want a giant Pikachu.
No. There is a giant Pikachu in it, but it's in the form of a float. Not unlike
it's like a Ghostbusters Stay Puft Man kind of scene.
Yeah, pretty much. It was alright. It was fine.
Alright.
We discussed it.
Okay, so basically I'm just trying to share my excitement for Godzilla King of Monsters.
Man,
I'm excited, man.
If you like
monsters?
action, well, not
Kings?
monsters. Did you watch John Wick?
Yeah, of course.
You saw it?
Yeah. Oh, no, the new one.
Yeah,
no, the first two, yes.
No, I saw the new one.
Oh.
Yo.
Yeah?
Yo.
Man.
Yeah, it's good.
Keanu is a monster.
He is, man.
He's
a
the coolest
beast.
dude.
He's in beast mode.
Yeah.
Alright, let's conclude this.
Let's conclude it.
Hi, I'm Anupam Gupta, B50 on Twitter, and listen in to the Equity Sahiye podcast brought to you by Motilal Oswal Asset Management Company. The Equity Sahiye podcast offers deep investment insights into the potential of many sectors in India which are growing and have a lot to offer for your portfolio. New episodes out every Tuesday on the IVM Podcast app or any other app where you get your podcasts from.
नमस्ते, मैं हूँ सौरभ चंद्रा
और मैं प्रणय कोटस्थाने।
जब महफिल खत्म होते होते दरवाजे के बाहर पुलिया के ऊपर हम दुनिया भर की जटिल समस्याओं को सॉल्व करने में लग जाते हैं तो हो जाती है पुलियाबाजी।
अब आजकल के अपार्टमेंट वालों ने तो कभी पुलिया देखी नहीं होगी, पर आप फीलिंग तो समझ ही सकते हैं।
तो आइए शामिल हो जाइए हमारी पुलियाबाजी में, जहां प्रणय और मैं एक से एक इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक्स की तह तक जाएंगे।
आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, बिटकॉइन, पाकिस्तान, मेडिकल एजुकेशन, करेंसी क्राइसिस, कभी हम दोनों के साथ और अक्सर स्पेशल एक्सपर्ट गेस्ट की कंपनी में।
सुनिए हमें IVM की वेबसाइट, ऐप या अपने फेवरेट पॉडकास्टिंग प्लेटफॉर्म पर हर दूसरे हफ्ते।